All right. So, Blunt After Dark, we got Mad Max Oluto. I'm gonna call you Oluto because you changed your name so damn much. But
That's true.
if you're wondering why he's not on cam, it's because he likes to be mysterious.
That's
Um,
right. That's right.
also, follow the pod at Blunted After Dark Pod on IG. Follow Mad Max Oludo at Mad Max Oludo everywhere, all streaming platforms, YouTube, Instagram. This live will be available on IGTV and on our respective Instagram pages. So, all right, let's jump into the interview, man.
Look.
So, what's going on? You good? Hello?
Say it.
Yeah, you said you good?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm straight. I'm
Can you
straight.
hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. It kind of just went out just a little bit. That's why.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Um. So the first question I have to ask is,
Uh-huh.
um, so what started you on like initially, um, wanting to be an artist, or what started your music? Like, what sparked your musical journey?
So I would say this. I've always wanted to do music, but I started taking it really serious in 11th grade. Because before then, I was just writing raps, little raps here and there. But in
Yeah.
11th grade, when I was going through a lot of shit in 11th grade,
Yeah.
I started listening to Kendrick Lamar, and I was like, "Oh, he cold. I can do that." So I started trying to rap like him, and I started listening to Nas, and then it just went from there. It's just
Yeah. So bouncing from that, you said you like Kendrick kind of sparked you to
yeah.
want to like. So what was your first steps? Did you start like writing first, or did you just like jump straight into the booth?
No, I started writing first. Yeah, I
Okay.
started writing, and then 12th grade is when I jumped into the booth.
What was the first song that you like? The first rap that you wrote? Do you remember it? Can you
Yes.
do it?
Yes. What was it? Shit. It was into a Biggie beat. Well, how'd it go? God, it was good too. Like I had the engineers at the studio, like, oh, he's dope. Like just for him to be this young and know how to stay on beat, it actually draw people in with his words. It's crazy because a lot of people can't do that. But shoot, what is it? I can't even remember the rap. I can't remember the lyrics, but it's still on my
Everybody can't
YouTube.
really remember their first rap unless they
Mhm.
ain't been like. So how long have you? Well, you said since 11th grade. People don't know
Mhm.
your age. So around what time was that?
11th grade. That was 2004. No, like 13, 14, 2013, 14, around that time.
Okay, okay. So you've been rapping for a minute.
Hmm.
So you jumped into recording. Um. So what is probably your favorite track that you've laid down so far?
Like just in all everything that I've done.
Yeah, like
Oh,
everything you recorded so far. And I know that's kind of hard because like people may have like people everybody that records music or that's an artist period is like stuff is it's like your baby, so you can't really choose between all of them.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? So, but if you could give somebody like right now, just in a moment, what would be your favorite track that you laid down so far?
now my most favorite, my favorite, and this is the most slept on song. I love Solitude. Solitude. I love that song because it's a Travis Scott beat, and I fell in love with Solitaires by Travis Scott and Future. And I was like, oh, that beat is so hard. And I took that, I recorded my version to it, and just the way that it sounds psychedelic. Like if I was to take some shrooms or something and listen to that song, I feel like that junk could transport me, like dead ass.
I noticed that you are into like a lot of like psychedelic newer psychedelic imagery and sound. So like what artist that inspires you like spark that?
So the first artist that inspired me, her name was this was in at Ferris. This is when my sound took a like a turn. Her name is Elena Perez, and
Oh
she
yeah. Okay.
I fucking love Elena Perez. She created a Ludo. She created that want to make music like a movie, to be high def, to be take you somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's just instead of just rapping on the track, I want my shit to be like a fucking like a show.
You wanted to be an experience like that to like cuz music does that. Music can like the right song can transport you to a certain place in time. Like crazily enough, side note, I was riding in a car and I was listening to like a song that I remember grandma liked, and I was like instantly like put back in
Show.
that time of being little and hearing her play that song.
That's
So
nostalgia.
yeah, that's what I like love about your sound. It reminds me of something, but still sounds current and still sounds very much you. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of the best artists can do that. Like they can create a sound and a body of work or songs that can like transport you as soon as you hear like the opening of the beat,
Yes,
it'll take you somewhere else.
most definitely.
And so that's what you aspire to do, like a real whole catalog. Do you think you'll ever get into like doing concept albums or EPs or releases?
Explain what you mean about that.
Like, like how Kendrick did, like with most of his albums are like concept albums if you think
Mhm.
about it. Like Good Kid Mad City was him telling a story about him not being in a gang banging neighborhood but not necessarily choosing to gang bang.
Well,
And
yeah. So, oh my bad.
no,
You
go
can.
ahead.
Well, so since I started off as a storyteller. So
Mhm.
with anything that I do, whether just even doing a single like let's say 2000 around 2016, a lot of my songs were very long, but they were like very detailed stories. And my future albums, I really do believe that I'm going to always do some concept type albums. That's just
Right.
who I am, you know.
Yeah, because it's important that you tell the story.
Most definitely.
Um, Man, I just lost my train of thought.
That's all
Sorry, I
right.
also just smoked.
That's exactly.
So no. Oh, what I was gonna say was that how okay. So here's the thing. Everybody has a short attention span.
Most definitely.
So with storytelling, are you like experimenting with different ways to make tracks shorter but get across, you know what I'm saying, that same storytelling element? Because you kind of gotta, you know what I'm saying, like
You gotta dumb it down.
sometimes songs, now it depends on the person. Sometimes long songs can work with the right person, the right story, the right beat, and the right setup.
Mm-hmm.
But do you feel like a pressure to shorten your tracks, but also try to fit in that storytelling element?
So at first I did feel the pressure of it, but I started because you're not a known, you're not a known artist.
Right.
You only have a certain amount of time to wow somebody before they go to the next person. So
Yeah.
um what I do is just like asshole and all those other songs that I've dropped so far. Those songs are like literally a minute and two minutes. Like they're not long at all. And I want to keep doing that until I'm able to build like a strong fan base that's gonna listen to my stuff, and I can make those 3 minute songs. But for right now, um, I stick to real catchy hooks. Either I
Mm,
re- either I keep repeat either I repeat it for like three times, and then
right,
focus on like melodies and stuff like that.
right. Which
Yeah,
is very smart
yeah,
because a lot of people sometimes they, and I'm a victim of that too. Like sometimes you create, you just in a way you be like, fuck that, I'ma just do what I want to do. But then you gotta like you said, gotta reel yourself in for a minute and be like, all right, hold on. I kind of gotta, in order to get people to actually tune in and get it, I might have to reel you in with this, even though it is a part of me, to get you to hear the whole story.
most definitely.
So, like right now, who are some of your peers that you've made music with, or that's right now like in Detroit, like on the scene, like singer, rapper that you can shout out, or that may even inspired you to do something different or approach your music differently?
Okay, so uh, whether or not these people are known or not, they do play
Yeah.
a big part in just my musical journey. My brother Rio Anton, like before
Well,
I
shout
met
out
him,
their IG and shit.
That's his name. I think it's underscore
I'm just
Rio
saying,
Anton.
make sure like with
Oh yeah,
everybody,
yeah, I got you. So it's underscore Rio Anton. He's
Yeah,
a singer. We did a showcase together, Tristers. But
yeah,
okay, so before when I was going to Ferris, I was just straight rapping, and then when I got with
right,
him, I found out he sung, and I also used to sing a lot when I was younger. So hanging with him and listening to Party Next Door and Drake, because that was just like his biggest influences. I
right,
started wanting to sing more, just being around him, because that's all he was doing. That's all he was doing. Then you got
right.
Apollo. Uh,
I
what's his
love Apollo. He's very
Apollo is
music.
so fucking. Apollo is dope.
He
Apollo
is so musically
incredible. I
diverse,
swear,
and
Apollo
he
is dope.
and like like he knows how to. He know, like in his mind, you can tell that he can know where every instrument he wants it to go. Like you can
Yes.
really hear in his songs like his process, and it doesn't hurt that he has like a musical background. So it's like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I met Rio too. I didn't get a chance to interview him. By the way, that is a podcast episode that's everywhere that podcast can be streamed. Um, is Mickey on the Run times the Tripsters. I got an interview. You shout out to Hollis Jordan, Mike
Mm-hmm.
Corbin, um, Rio. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, Coast,
Yeah,
DJ
Coast is
Headphone. Ghost is fucking shit up, being a
Kaz.
model for
Kaz is.
every fucking thing.
Oh, I
Having
gotta talk about
codes
Kaz.
for
I gotta talk about
everything.
Kaz. So
You said
Kaz,
what?
I gotta talk about Kaz. Kaz Clever.
Oh, go ahead.
So
Yes.
Kaz Clever. He on my musical journey. Okay, the way we met
As
was
the
like some
gypsy.
man. The way we met was like some universe united type of thing. Like Kaz, around the time where I was fully discovering what I wanted my sound to be like, he kind of pushed me into that lane of psychedelic shit, like the beats.
Yeah,
Then
because
he
this
was
shit is trippy, and I love the tone of his voice.
yes,
Like,
that
cause
nigga
it's
has a voice.
raspy.
Yes,
The
he was.
rasp like hooks you because then he not rapping about no bullshit. So
Mhm.
it really just like hooked me immediately.
Yes, fucking
And he
fucking
got
Cass is amazing.
a lot of 90s boom bap in there too, mixed
Hell
in with
yeah.
that like psychedelic quality, which I kind of feel like you do too.
Hmm.
As far as like the melody elements and things of that nature, putting it together with like the psychedelic sounds and stuff like that. I like both of y'all for doing that. That's cool.
Yes.
Because a lot of people sound the same. Like it's either you getting like a regurgitated Drake or Travis Scott sound when somebody tries to take on so-called being psychedelic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my favorites are like Cuddy and
Fucking Cuddy is amazing.
you know, Cuddy is the god,
I
man.
swear to God, Cuddy's the
Cuddy can
fucking
just
god.
hum
It
and
just
do a
take
whole
you
track, and
somewhere.
the track is fire. So,
Yeah.
and he got Man on the Moon 3 out.
I
I know you had
swear,
to
like,
get to that, but we're not gonna get into like musical fanning and shit because this is about you. But oh yeah, going back to your peers, like, did you have you wanted to mention some other people that are like? I know you
uh,
started talking about Cass, kind of helped you form that psychedelic element
yeah.
and incorporate that.
Trying to think of what, because I haven't really did a lot of collabs besides, Rio, Apollo, Cass. Who else? Who else? I mean, I don't really do that many collabs, which is I need to stop doing it. I need to like collab with other fucking people and stop being in my little goddamn shell and shit.
Yeah, I mean, but it take time, like, cause I'm a person that has to like create alone. Like, I
Yeah,
kind of have to do that too to get my feelings and emotions out. And sometimes as an artist, you kind of gotta like, do that because you trying to
mm-hmm.
get to know yourself. You know what I'm saying? And
Most
like,
definitely.
and build your sound. But you can also do that, in collaboration. So I really encourage that, like collaborating, because you never know. Like, even though you may look at somebody and think that they may not match with your sound or your vibe, they can bring something out of you that would add, what I'm saying, to your
Yeah.
whole musical, approach. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's something to how quick they record or how they record or whether they hum out a melody and then go in and, it could be anything. So you definitely got to get out your shell on that one.
Most def.
Yep. All right, man. So this next question is about the future. So say you had the opportunity right now to get signed or be independent. Which one would you choose and why?
That's a hard one. Um, I would say independent, depending on how much money I got behind me. You know what I'm saying? It really depends on how much I have behind my brand to even support me being independent. Um, yeah, I would really lean towards being independent. That because I have the freedom to literally do what I want to do and be myself without having anybody trying to control me and anybody trying to say like, oh, you gotta appeal to this and that. I don't want to stay true to myself.
Yeah, but like, especially nowadays, it starts to be a situation where like the record companies want you after you already done found yourself, made your sound, did
Yeah,
all the groundwork, and then they want to put money behind you, which kind of sometimes don't even equal up to if you just did it yourself. Because then, like you said, you lose a lot of yourself, not only in sound, but as in rights. You know what I'm saying? Your name,
mhm.
when you can release, when you can't release.
Feel me? Yeah.
So yeah, so you saying you would rather just stay independent. That's phenomenal. I'm pretty sure if the check right.
Hmm.
If the check is correct, you will. I mean, I don't know though. Cause sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you may get to a point where your creativity mean more, your name mean more. You could do it by yourself because you already doing it.
Yeah.
So
The,
I
the
guess
thing
that's
with
kind of like a bridge to cross when you get there.
the thing with the record labels is the contract has to be right. There can't be any type of little things in the contract that withholds anything from me, and that's the only way I would sign a contract with a record label, because a lot of them be real shisty, and they trick the artist out of a lot of different stuff.
No 360s. No,
Yeah, yeah.
don't sign
But we
360.
learned that lesson. Yeah, with these with a couple artists nowadays.
It better just be, a partnership distribution.
Yeah.
Like, bro. So, you kind of already stated your musical influences, as far as like mainstream. Like you mentioned, maybe Kendrick. Do you have like any others that are like crucial to like what really inspired you to be an artist?
I mean, like you got Weekend, you got Frank, you got it's so many. You got Erica, you got Maxwell, you got what's his name? What's that guy name?
Pretty good choices.
Uh, it's a lot. It's
It sound like my list of
Will Downey.
influences.
You got
Uh,
Will Downey. Will Downey's amazing.
See,
It's
that's
a
that
lot.
jazz, man.
Yes, Kim. Oh my God, there's so many different people that I'm inspired by.
That's your grandma with that jazz, man. She keep the
Sure,
jazz CDs on deck.
she do. She do that old school stuff. Hell yeah.
I mean, but that's the best shit. It's timeless though.
Hmm.
Like you gotta take stuff from that. I think that's what a lot of like younger artists they get so consumed in trying to like, you know, I wanna say be something or be like or ride the wave of everybody else and then show themselves when it's kinda like to me, I love when an artist just shows their influences at the door but don't try to be exactly like those
Yeah,
influences.
like they have some type of influence by them, but they're still themselves.
Exactly.
Still.
It has to be like a perfect marriage of everything. Like, don't go
Yeah.
out here just straight up doing a Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
Yeah.
add yourself. All right. Do you have any upcoming like EPs, musical projects, or visual projects coming up that you working on?
Visual, yes. Me and Rio actually we got a song, and it's a hard ass song. Oh my God, I can't wait to work on the visuals for that. I got another song with Apollo that I'm doing, visuals for that.
Go.
EPs. The thing with me is that I've been trying to work on a project for so long, but it's like I want to I want to have people that's going to actually tune in. I don't want to put all my time and effort into this project and motherfuckers don't even listen to it. That shit will piss me off. So I'd rather keep dropping singles.
But
That's
but you know what? You have to put that stuff out there because you have to have. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like you releasing these tracks to build up a foundation, then to eventually release an EP. But some you got to take that leap, man, and just make like a short EP one time, and so you can even get kind of like the out. You know what I'm saying? The outline of what you would do if you were to make a full length album. So
yeah.
my advice is shit, so just put them together. Or even if you like arrange a project where you may have songs that's already out and then add a couple of songs nobody's ever heard.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? You gotta jump
yeah.
out there, man. You gotta do it. I know it pisses you off, you know what I'm saying? It pisses listen, everybody has started at 0 listens, bro.
That's true.
It's just about the way you push yourself. So you gotta do it. All right, man. Let's see. We 25 minutes in, so this was gonna be short. I'ma just say once again, this is gonna be up on IGTV right after we're done here. Um, Plug yourself everywhere. I don't
Say
want to say
what you say.
it.
Say it again.
I said plug yourself. Give everybody your info.
Oh.
And what songs you feel like they should be listening to?
So
By
right now,
yeah.
listen to Asshole. Listen to my favorite Silently. It's my fucking favorite out of everything. This is me. You got This Is Me. What else? Um,
Everybody like This Is Me, including me.
Hell yeah, that's a good ass song.
It
It's not
is.
my favorite. I know that's a good ass song, but it's not my
I
favorite.
think it's just because it's real transparent.
Yeah. I mean, but all my lyrics be kind of like, well, that is more in depth, I would say.
But you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
something that people can connect with because
Yeah.
everybody has feelings of doubts. Everybody has feelings of like, I feel like I'm chasing my dream, but I'm kind of letting other people down or the people that I know I need to feed down. You know what I'm saying? Because you got
Mm-hmm.
kids, you got a girl. Like you have a life, but
Right.
you know that you can't live without creating. So you got to find
Yeah.
a happy medium and balance. And I think that's what kind of make people like it because they can tap into
Guess so. Sure. I don't know. Shit.
that.
I guess.
I guess. Man, um, I think that Sleazy Eye the video didn't play all the way or didn't get recorded, but so I'm gonna play it at the end.
Okay.
But anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Let me see. Should just stay tuned for more music. That's real.
Definitely. And since he won't say it, is Mad Max Oludo
I
everywhere
forgot.
across all streaming platforms. Also on YouTube. That's MaddMaxXolu. You see it on the screen. Um, as usual, man. I always support you. I've been here since I want to say damn near the beginning of your journey.
Hell yeah.
And it's been crazy to see like you grow from being younger to sticking with it and getting better at it. And I just want to tell you, like, keep doing your thing, man, because I mean, it's worth it. And I see you going and picking up steam. Just don't stop, even when you get those times of uncertainty. Because I have to tell this shit to myself to be consistent and to get up and actually don't stop.
Right.
And that's to everybody shit that create. Don't stop, just keep creating. I don't give a fuck if, what I'm saying, 10 people watch this. You got to realize people going to latch on to something that they feel is real and that they can connect to.
Most definitely.
That's what's up. Also, audio from this video will be in my next podcast called Blunt. We're recording that tonight, so it should be up tomorrow because I only do shit in one take, so I don't have to edit that much. I don't edit that much, so you'll get him on there too. And then again, it's been real, cuzzo. Love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, y'all stay tuned for more because man, you are really talented and you deserve it. So
Thank you. Thank you.
we gonna roll out with a little bit of sleazy eye, and we'll see y'all later on the other side.
I got bags on my shoulders, I can't carry no more. The music just helps me express myself. You got interior motives, I can't trust no one. Sleazy eye, sleazy eye. Don't give a fuck while I'm drinking by the lead. Pass me more drink. What's the Henny in my belly? I'ma lean. Coco leaning on me, and I'ma lean. Shit, I feel like a wasted time. Coming home, man, I just wasted. Living in fear and not reaching heights that I can only see in my dreams. I wanna rip a knife for a pill, but kinda in it slow. Having these thoughts, I don't say, but it ain't a music, so don't give a fuck what you say if you hear it, yo. It's my truth, I gotta face it or I'ma lose it, so. Cause it's the mama and my siblings that I never get to see. One day you'll be 18, don't give a fuck while I'm.
All right, man. podcast. Follow us. We out.